of consciousness, which is not contaminated, which is not blemished, which is not even participating in this story.
Oh, there's people. Oh, we got an audience of 5 so far. So come on in. I am looking to be more interactive tonight. I know it's been a while since I've done the stream, but man, it has not been the slowest ever. Like we're packed with work. So I'm waiting on 2 of my colleagues to join me, but if they don't come, I think we'll just do questions from the audience. So if you have a question, go ahead, put that in there. I'll probably give you about 20 minutes tonight. Won't be long. Let's just go to work, see what's going on. Hi, Michael. It's good to see you. Lucky Luke, can you put me through? Through to what? Oh, you can see these too. Lucky Luke on YouTube. Where is everybody? Lucas from Albany. Hand pink waving. Keep up Malachi Black. So yeah, thank you, Malachi. We've been busy. Here comes Kay. I don't know if she's ready to be on or not. She'll add herself. But yeah, ask your questions. That's what tonight is for. I want to hear from you now. I do have my checks though. I was going to say, let me just show the number of checks because the amounts really don't matter. Well, I guess, they kind of do. And then we can kind of look and see where they came from. So my checks from 2022, it's kind of a big stack, but some of it has, they're not all like just paper checks. They're like, what's this called? The earnings statement. So that's what my thought was. And then I thought maybe we could do a guessing game to see what you all think the lowest amount was for a check, for one check, and the highest amount for a check. So let's see. We have Renee. Renee, have you been listening to me?
No.
Oh.
I was in. I had to come back out because I was in the wrong link.
All right. So I was just telling everybody I have my checks that we could go through, see how much I made. I think this is for 2022. And, our checks, they are never the same week to week. So it's not really as many checks because a lot of these, the paper is an earnings statement. But if you get more than 52 checks in the year, I think that's phenomenal, right? And I think what people don't realize about this industry is that you have to be your own income producer. Does anybody know what a producer is? Okay, there's Kay.
Okay.
Well, I'm talking to Kay. I want to hear what y'all think an income producing activity is. Okay, maybe you could put that as a question. Okay, you got controls? Okay, you're muted, but yeah. So I want to know from you all. So we're going to play a game. What was the lowest check amount? That's game 1. What was the highest check amount? That's game 2. And what is an income producing activity? That's game 3. As y'all can see, I'm a sports head. So Renee is a licensed adjuster. She lives in Virginia. She started this business with no experience. She's been doing it for several years now, and it's been a great source of income for her. You could see she's licensed in some states. Most states I'm not licensed in. But it doesn't matter where anyone is licensed, let me say, because thanks to the pandemic, we could train anybody anywhere.
Yep.
And Kay is also licensed in several states that I'm not licensed in. We only have Georgia in common. Kay also started this business not knowing a thing about the business, didn't even have a license. Both of these ladies are moms. Both of them are over the age of who, and they have found a way to make this career work. They don't get on roofs. They don't spaces. They barely even leave the house. I leave the house. They do. License.
Remote.
Yeah, it's good. It's remote is great. I still go out because I don't like being in the house all the time. So we do have a couple of questions so far. I think I said I would stay for about 20 minutes. And let's see what these questions are.
If I for some reason I don't have access to
Oh, okay. No worries.
yeah, sorry.
All right. Do you know anyone from Albany, Georgia that can put me through how to become an adjuster? Okay, go ahead, Kay. What do you think? Oh yeah, nobody's playing the game too to see how much the lowest check amount is, how much the highest check amount is, and maybe how many. That was the fourth game. How many checks? How many checks from 2022? So do we have somebody in Albany, Georgia?
We don't have anyone in Albany, but we don't have to be with them in the state. We usually conduct the trainings either on the phone or through Zoom or StreamYard or whatever other source that we can do. But it doesn't have to be in person.
Yeah, but and that's true. I love it. I love that it doesn't have to be in person. But I think now we change it because people have to really do an income producing activity for us first. I'm not training. I don't have time to train. I know people don't have skills, but we can show you how to get more income producing activities when you're a beginner. But you got to understand that when you're new, every opportunity to work with somebody is going to be an opportunity that person has to take away from their day, their very packed day. I have several inspections scheduled, and none of them are dealing with hurricanes and winds and chasing storms. So for me, it's really like beneficial to be able to say, well, if I'm overseas, I can still produce an income for my family. You can't do that if you got to go chase a storm. Because the storms don't go to Miami. I mean, no, I'm sorry. The storms don't go to where you're traveling to, like Europe. If you're in Miami and you want to party or hang out, like it's not going there at that time, right? It's only going when you have to work. So I want to be able to work, have fun, have both of them going on at the same time. Let me see if I can make Kay a thingy-mabob. No, I don't think I can. So okay, so that's the Albany, Georgia. So that's question one. Question two. What do you think of Sage Serve feast schedule in New York City? I don't know about that question. Do you? No,
What is Sage, sir?
I'm not sure. Okay, I work in the remediation restoration field and would like to stay on that side of the things. Is adjusting a possible fit?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. I mainly negotiate water. This is the same lady. I mainly negotiate water, mold, etc. billing with carriers on behalf of the mitigation vendor. That's against the law. You can't negotiate without the proper license.
Mm.
I know people do it, but it is against the law. Oh, my favorite state. Renee, what states are my favorite?
Oh, Texas, Alabama. Let's see. Mississippi, Louisiana. Wow. You don't really want me to go there. We have some states that we really would love to do business, but we cannot do business in those states.
We just can't. And
Yeah.
Texas happens to be one of them. We've tried, y'all,
Yep.
to put people on our team, but they just don't produce enough income for me It's really not my cup of tea. I tell Renee all the time, my cup of tea is not training people. I really don't want to train people. I could be out there. If I spend as much time training people, I mean, I'm missing out on average. What I would like to say is new claims, or working that. So each claim has a fee that I earn. If our average claim fee is $900, I spend 4 hours training somebody. I'm missing out on the potential $3,600 potential. Texas is one of the states that it pays even less to train.
Yeah.
And Alabama, you got to own a gun rack. So I do like roll tide though. But yeah, it's pretty tough in certain states.
Yep.
Let's
We
see.
won't go there about Florida.
Huh? Oh yeah,
We
Florida.
won't go there about Florida.
So Ahmad Ali said it's a carrier. That's cool. I have not.
You have to
Anything with them.
7:45.
Okay. See, you work from home. Those are the types of things that happen. Let's see. Can you do mitigation sales as an independent adjuster in New York City, or is it a conflict of interest? I don't know what do you think, Kay?
Each state is different.
Yeah.
So I can't answer that, but I mean, everywhere else you can be an adjuster. It could be a conflict of interest with your state, so check with your state first. I can't really say.
Yeah, check with your state. New York is probably, you have to take a separate test for New York.
Yeah, they're pretty strict. New York is pretty strict.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've answered more than 4 questions actually, which is really where we usually stop. And how long have we been going? 11 minutes though. But nobody's playing my game though. I thought there would be some numbers in the chat. Nobody's put any numbers in there. Which is fine. I mean, I just wanted to do it because it was on my email. But Texas Trina is saying we didn't answer her questions, which as soon as I saw Texas, I was like, I didn't read from after.
I have my license, but no experience. Okay, unfortunately, we don't know any companies in Texas.
Yeah, I guess that's what basically we were saying.
Yeah.
I don't want to quit my job until it is a sure go. Well,
after has she reached out to any companies there?
I have my license, but no experience. When I was first stating, I mean, let's see, do you know companies that will hire me on a temporary basis to start learning? I'm trying to think, do any companies in any industry do temporary learning? Like I would say
not in this field.
Like plumbers, you got to think of a claims adjusting like a trade because what you need to learn in order to become an adjuster is not something that you'll learn just from doing a 40-hour course. Adjusting, especially if you want to be a field adjuster, and really, I mean, it goes both ways, but a field adjuster has to be able to know contracting. Like if the contractors are my number one income source, really, because once they know where the damages are. So my goal is to be able to not necessarily give people the training in those little things of like how to draw, how to take pictures, how to write, how to measure a room. Okay, because it takes me an hour with homeowners to do that, and a whole hour. Okay,
or more.
You know, it could be more. So I don't even do it, which is why sometimes I just go out to the house. So any companies that do temporary basis to start, I just don't know why a company also would want to help somebody temporarily, because you put so much into training someone. The last thing I want is that person to go. Unfortunately, when deployments come and go, what we do doesn't come and go. So deployments aren't the only way to start learning, but it is the majority. But you get cleaned up a lot. You don't. It doesn't last. It's like 4 weeks maybe. And the quit the job part, a lot of people do quit their job thinking that, oh, they finally got that deployment. It happened to me when we had a hurricane. We drove from Atlanta to I think it was Birmingham. Some people drove from Texas. Some people drove from Minnesota. They quit their jobs. They talked to us, said this is a huge hurricane. This is going to be big as Katrina and all of that. The next day, they was like, actually, there's going to be no work available at all. So imagine a person who drove from Texas, drove from Minnesota, go home with made no money, barely made enough to cover gas. They just covered the gas as a thank you. Though some people did the hotel, for that night, and some people definitely quit their job. So that's an emphasis that I want to make. So I think, how many questions is that? That's 4 for sure.
Well, that was the same one, remember?
Well, yeah, that was kind of 4 for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see if anybody, let's see what other questions people have. Maybe we can answer them in future because we're always looking for topics. Are you a desk or a field adjuster? I would say I do both.
Yep.
Okay, would be desk. Well, no, you go into the field too.
Both. Yep.
And
I'm deaf.
Renee,
I'll be a deaf. I'll be the desk adjuster.
Okay, Michael said lease check is 5. We'll check on that. Let's see if anybody else. The lease check is not 5 for sure. No, I wish. Let's see how much time we have. I can tell you right now, the lease check is not for 5 because I do have one here from. Oh, this was the very first check. Oh, interesting, Michael. This was the very first check of 2022. So it's not a $5,000 check, but it does start with a 5.
Can you see it?
$589.73. That's the very, very first check of the year. That's interesting that he mentioned the 5,000. That was right there. But we do have a 5,000. This also came in the month of January. You probably can't see the dates, but this one is 5,564. So he was close. Well, in that month anyway. But that's not the lowest nor the highest. What was that? 5 was the lowest so far. Okay. What else should we talk about? Should we go further into questions or what?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay.
Let's see what they say.
We got 2 minutes. No, let's see. Okay, let's see what they got. Just got my Florida license, going through the same conundrum. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Florida, but we have tell them about Florida, Renee.
Do you really want me to go there?
No,
Florida is
no. Just talk about your rep. What's her name?
Oh yeah, Summer. I do have someone down in Florida. She is doing great, but she's licensed in another state. She's licensed in Pennsylvania. She's not licensed in the state of Florida yet, because of the regulatory restraints that's down there, and the fact that some of the insurance companies have left the state. So, and it's just a lot of stuff going on. It's high, expensive. The insurance. If you need insurance, they're trying to raise the rate. So they try to take you through a loop, and it's not really worth it to do business down there right now.
Okay.
We do have people down there. It's just that we're not down there like that.
I found a check lower than the $500 check.
Okay.
How much do you think that one is?
Is it under 100?
It's not under 100. Not the one I just found.
Okay.
Keep guessing.
300.
It's under 300.
Okay, 250.
250. Now I found one under 100.
Oh Lord, okay.
I found under 100. How much was that one?
Ooh. With fees and everything, let me see. 75.
Extra fees. I have a bunch for 75. All of these are for 75, but these are
Okay.
checks.
Well, you didn't tell them how long you've been with the company.
I don't even matter. I guess does it? Okay, it does. It does. It does.
Yeah.
I've been at least since 2018. That's when I started my business. You do want to LL. I would prefer an LLC to start with, and then the corporation. Okay, let's keep going. What we got from people? Trexatina, I have. They want experience. Yeah, they told me that too.
Yep.
That's all it was. You gotta have experience. You gotta have experience, but we start without it.
Should I learn auto and property as a new entry?
Okay, what you think?
It helps. Having auto property helps, but you don't really need it.
Yes, it's the same amount of work.
Mm-hmm.
Trina, so we got maybe one more minute. We'll go by. Thanks for the shout outs, everybody, for participating in the chat.
I know they will train.
I know they will train. So that's when homeowners get screwed. People say go out there, they don't know a thing about. I had one time when I worked for State Farm, a newbie went out and wrote that claim up thinking that the water tank was a sub pump. That happened. I signed up, then tongue out. No, that's
so late, but in February, once call every other day, and they will call you back.
They might.
I worked in restoration.
This is my first year working at home, doing invoices. Do you have training advice I could do before I'm ready to switch jobs? What do you think, Kay?
I would say keep your old job until you can do this full time.
Okay, you do this full time?
I don't do my claims full time because I still have my full time job.
Okay.
I'm only doing it part time.
Okay. Yeah. And Renee, you do this full time or part time?
I do it part time.
Yeah. I'm kind of full time. I'm probably one of the few that are full time. What else y'all got? What should we talk? So what should we discuss next week? We have a bunch of different comments that came in. Any comment in particular that stands out to you that maybe we should discuss next week? Any comment or any topic for next week?
Not sure.
Okay, well, I think we'll be back here again, maybe on Kay's channel at 7. And appreciate everybody for coming in and chatting with us and having fun with us tonight. If you did like it, you just let us know. Shout out these ladies in the comments, or you can go ahead and press that like button.
Yep. I was ready to say that.
All right, y'all, we are ending. Say bye.
Bye.